5 reasons why you should absolutely consider moving to Ghana coming right up. Hi, my name is Koriwa, and on this channel, I talk about living in Ghana as well as starting a business in Ghana. So do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more content like this. Let's get started. The general reasons people give for moving to Ghana are good weather, good food, vast, beautiful beaches, colorful and rich culture, as well as all the vibrant festivals, and a stable political environment. All of which makes Ghana truly the gateway to Africa. But today, I'm going to give you 5 even better reasons why you should move to Ghana. But before I do, let me just say this first. Ghana is not perfect. It can get extremely hot. Certain areas are extremely dirty, and there's erratic electricity supply. Other countries might top Ghana when it comes to modern technology, social systems, infrastructure, etc., etc. So yes, Ghana is not perfect. I get it. But is there such a thing as a perfect country? So, with that out of the way, the first reason to move to Ghana is for business and entrepreneurial opportunities. You know, Western media likes to paint a grim picture of Africa, a picture of crisis, strife, and conflict. But this could be so further from the truth. And the reason why I say it's further from the truth is that Africa is not one country. Western media reports news with a lot of negative coverage about issues happening in certain African countries and makes it appear that the whole of Africa is in strife. This is totally not true. So yes, Ghana is brimming with business opportunities and entrepreneurship. There are opportunities in agriculture, agro-processing, technology, in the retail space, real estate, the list goes on. Any sector, you name it, there's opportunity waiting to be plugged. So to be able to start a business in an unsaturated emerging market, then Ghana is the place to be. Reason number 2 is for a higher quality of life, higher quality of living. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about a high standard of living. I'm talking of quality. Standard of living, which again is not what I'm referring to, is a materialistic measure of life. So for example, it is based on one's income, the kind of house one lives in, the kind of job one has, materialistic. Whereas the quality of life is a measure of one's happiness, satisfaction level, peace of mind. It's a subjective measure, but I hope you get the picture I'm painting here. So, to make this much more clearer, let me use examples. Let's take somebody living in a Western country that has a very good job. So, he or she is earning good money. That presupposes that they have a good house. Whether they've bought the house or they're renting, they have a good job, they have a good looking house. Which then also means that they have a huge mortgage or they're paying huge amounts of money on rent. Okay, now this beautiful house that they're paying all of this money on means that they're working Monday to Friday, maybe plus overtime as well. Saturday, Sunday, they hardly ever see their family because they have to work in this glorious, big paying job to pay off their mortgage and all of their expenses, their flashy cars and all of that. Let's set him or her aside and let's go to Ghana. Take somebody who has a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house. This house they built with their own money, as we do in Ghana. We have mortgages in Ghana, but generally people save up their own money and then over, a lengthy period of time, not necessarily lengthy, but over, a gradual process, they build their house. Now, when they're living in this house, they don't have a mortgage. They're not paying rent. Yes, they are working, but they have enough time to spend in their house. They don't have to do Saturday, Sunday overtime and all of that. They probably own, a small business that's giving them money. And they're happy. They see their kids. They see their wife. That's quality of life. That is a high quality of life. Someone living out in the West might be able to buy all of the food that they want. But is that food quality food? The food that is in the tin that has all of the preservatives and all of the hormones and all of that, is that quality? When it comes to quality of life, Ghana tops a lot of the Western countries. So that is the second reason why you should consider going to Ghana. Reason number 3 is for health benefits. Okay, so do you know anybody, any Ghanaian that lives out in the West that probably has high blood pressure, as most Ghanaians living outside in the West do, and they go home for a holiday, and the whole time they are in Ghana, the blood pressure levels are low, sometimes to the extent where they don't even have to take their medication the whole time they are in Ghana. I'm sure you've heard stories like that. Well, the reason is that when you're in Ghana, the stress level is low. It's not as high as when you are out in the West. Need to wake up when the alarm says you should wake up. Need to go and catch the bus when the bus timetable says you should be there. Things are more relaxed when you're in Ghana. And so your stress levels are low. And when your stress levels are low, it also affects a whole lot of other things. You have better skin, less skin problems when you're in Ghana, less health problems like even diabetes and high blood pressure and all of that when you're in Ghana. But most importantly, you have good mental health if you live in Ghana. Now, if you're Ghanaian or African or black and you live in any Western country at all, whichever one it is, you have definitely experienced some form of racism. You've experienced loneliness. You've experienced being isolated and on your own. You've experienced depression. All of these things that I've mentioned, you can experience in Ghana, but relatively non-existent or very low. So everybody is happy. Doesn't matter how poor they are. They probably don't even know where their next meal is coming from. But if you meet them on the street, they are happy. We have mental health issues in Ghana, don't get me wrong. But if you were putting it on a scale and weighing Ghana versus Western countries, Ghana tops it all. So go to Ghana for health benefits. Reason number 4 is the people. Oh my goodness. The people in Ghana, Ghanaians, are just the most friendliest, the most, like I said before, happiest people on this earth. And yeah, I haven't been to so many other countries, but go to Ghana for the people. You go to Ghana and you meet people that actually talk to people. What I mean by that is, all you have to do is stand in front of your house, don't go anywhere. Just stand in front of your house for 10 minutes in the morning. And in that 10 minutes, I can guarantee you that you would have at least 5 people, if not more, that would come past your house and say, "Good morning, Machi, Etisei, Amiadumo." And the little kids that will be in their school uniform on their way to school, they'll curtsy and they'll say, "Mepacho, good morning," which means please, good morning. And you can have a chat with total strangers in Ghana. You would sit in the taxi, you would have a whole conversation with the taxi driver, with the next person sitting in the taxi. You sit in the trotro, it's the same thing. You go to the market, you will talk and laugh with complete strangers. And these experiences are not experiences that you can have every day in the West. Everybody is so busy. Everybody is so busy going to catch their train, so busy to get to the next doctor's appointment, so busy to get to work. People just go by like that and you don't even notice the next person. But this doesn't happen in Ghana. You go to Ghana, you would notice the next person is crying. You don't know the person from Adam. You will talk to the person. You will try to make the person feel good. So go to Ghana for the people. It's an experience that you have to experience once in your life, and you can get that by living in Ghana. And the last reason for which you should go to Ghana is good education. So if you're a parent and you have kids, then it's a good idea that your kids study in Ghana. Good education. Now, when I mean good education, I'm talking about education from the foundation level to high school. Yes, our tertiary education is not the best. We've got good universities, don't get me wrong, good tertiary education, but relatively to tertiary education out in the West, you have the means of studying in the West for university. It is much better than in Ghana. But for foundational level, from nursery class 1, class JSS up to high school, SHS senior high school, nothing beats education in Ghana. And if you have kids and you want solid educational foundation from them from primary to secondary school, there's so many beautiful, good private schools in Ghana, and that is reason enough for you to move to Ghana. Now, like I said before, life is about choices, and choices are made based on the value you put on things. Life should not be about working for the weekend. Life should not be about working for retirement. Life shouldn't be about paying overpriced rent and mortgages just for a nice place to keep your stuff. Not for you to sleep, but to keep your stuff that you hardly get to use because you are working all the time. Life is not about the past, nor is it only about the future. Life is for living today. So I'm asking again, why continue to live in a country that is promising you a future but is robbing you of today? Subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. Let's get talking in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about reasons for moving to Ghana. Do you have personal experiences, good or bad? Let's have a discussion in the comment section below. Watch my other videos. I've got a video on how you can move to Ghana permanently. If you haven't seen it, it will be right up here, the right corner. Watch that. Watch my other videos. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.